Time for a Blanko. This is one that I would do in the pub. So you may have heard it at some point in the pub in the last couple of years. So this Blanko round, usually Blanko's 5 or 10. Today it's 7. That's just the way it is. So there's 2 points for each correct answer here. This is no longer shouting out. Okay, we're back to just writing stuff down. So don't shout these answers out in the chat. Don't type this in the chat. Just try and come up with a list of 7 answers here. And then when we're ready, I'll show you. So Hungary, great country, right in the middle of Europe. Actually, I say it's a great country. I've never been there. I had no idea what the place is like. Maybe it's rubbish. Has anyone been to Hungary, and can you please give it a mark out of 10? Like, how good was it? But in the meantime, while we're waiting for some reviews, user reviews, customer reviews of Hungary, try and come up with these 7 answers. So it's the 7 countries that surround Hungary. Gary has been there. 0 out of 10 for politics and race relations. Aye, they're a bit full fascist, aren't they? 10 out of 10 from Karen. She can see past this temporary right-wing problem that they have. Or maybe Karen's a Nazi. Went to Budapest for the Formula 1 Grand Prix a few years ago. Bloody hot. It's a real British comment, isn't it? I went to Hungary once. It was quite hot. All right, okay. Distancing yourself from that very British comment. See, when I was growing up, this is stupid, right? But I used to feel sorry for countries like Hungary, because you'd look at it on a map and you'd go, that's no much of a shape. It's a pretty non-entity of a shape. It's like a blob. Whereas here in the UK, you know, we've got this really fantastic defined outline. It's really easy to draw the outline of Britain. And I used to think, the poor kids in Hungary and Romania and places like that, they don't have a very defined shape. That must be murder. I like drawing the defined shape of the British Isles. Like I said, that probably sounded stupid. Right, everyone's ready. Thank you, Mark. Let's do it. So make sure you've got your list ready now, because here come the answers. Here we go from the north, and working in a clockwise direction. So to the north is Slovakia. That is you see Bratislava there. That's the capital of Slovakia, and that is Slovakia to the north. To the northeast, they got a little short border with Ukraine. I think that was maybe a more difficult answer. You tend to think of Ukraine as being much further east, but Romania, big border to the east and southeast. Straight south is a border with Serbia. To the southwest, again, there's a capital clue there. You can see Zagreb, and that is the capital of Croatia. A little small border with Slovenia, and to the west, it's Austria. All right. So 2 points for each of those. Maximum 14 scored. Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania, Serbia, Croatia, Slovenia, Austria. How did you get on with that? Went Bulgaria instead of Ukraine. Ah, that's reasonable. Yeah, Bulgaria is further south, though. But Bulgaria is south of Romania. 12 out of 14. That's pretty good. Didn't get Austria. Didn't get Ukraine. You might have thought Austria because it was the old Austro-Hungarian Empire. You know, they were sort of two cheeks of the same arse back in the day. Everybody forgets Slovenia. I think even Slovenians have trouble remembering. I knew the old Yugoslavia, but didn't get Ukraine. Went for Bulgaria. Aye. Nah, it's reasonable as well, but for the pseudo-EU country. They're a full-on EU country. More than us, that's for sure.